This channel presents a summary of Rich Dad, Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. Rich Dad, Poor Dad is a 1997 personal finance classic that illustrates the different ways the rich and poor think about money and managing your finances. The story follows Robert Kiyosaki, the author, as he learns about money from two father figures in his life. His biological father, who has a PhD and works for the government, is a symbol of traditional wisdom. His best friend's father, who is a self-made millionaire, represents unconventional thinking. The book's central philosophy is that the fundamental difference between rich and poor people is income or occupation, but financial literacy. Poor people work for money while rich people make money work for them. In other words, the wealthy understand how to use money to generate more money, while the poor and middle class primarily earn money through their jobs and investments, assets and liabilities. One of the key lessons in Rich Dad, Poor Dad is the importance of understanding the difference between assets and liabilities. Kiyosaki explains that most people believe they know the difference between the two, but in reality, they don't. He says that your house is not an asset, it's a liability, because every month it costs you money through mortgage payments, property taxes, and maintenance. Real assets, on the other hand, put money in your pocket. For example, rental properties that bring in rental income, stocks that pay dividends, and bonds that provide regular interest payments. Businesses are also considered real assets because they can generate money without you working in them every day. Kiyosaki introduces the concept of the cash flow quadrant to explain how people earn money. Most people earn money as employees, trading their time for money. As self-employed individuals, they own a job. As business owners, they own systems that generate money. And as investors, money works for them. The truly wealthy focus on the right side of the cash flow quadrant, because these paths provide passive income and tax advantages that accelerate wealth building. Why the rich pay less in taxes? Another important lesson in Rich Dad, Poor Dad is how the rich pay less in taxes. Kiyosaki explains that employees earn money and pay taxes, then spend what's left. In contrast, business owners and investors earn money, spend it on business expenses and investments, then pay taxes on the remaining amount. This is why it's crucial to build businesses and invest in assets. By doing so, you can reduce your taxable income and ultimately pay less in taxes. Financial education versus school education. One of the reasons why many people struggle financially, according to Kiyosaki, is the lack of financial education. He argues that traditional education prepares people to be employees, not wealth builders. Schools don't teach financial literacy, so people graduate knowing how to work for money, but not how to make money work for them. This lack of financial intelligence keeps people trapped in the rat race, working harder and spending more, which prevents them from building true wealth. Breaking the mold to achieve financial freedom. Kiyosaki encourages readers to break out of the traditional mold and start thinking like investors and business owners. Instead of relying on the financial education provided by schools, you must educate yourself about money and how it works. Start by investing in assets that will generate passive income, such as rental properties, dividend-paying stocks, or a business that operates independently. By taking these steps, you can break the cycle of working for money and start building wealth. Practical lessons. Throughout Rich Dad, Poor Dad, Kiyosaki shares practical lessons that can help you improve your financial situation. Here are a few key takeaways. Pay yourself first by investing in assets before paying your bills. This forces you to find creative ways to cover your expenses. While building wealth, start small when it comes to investing and gradually build your financial intelligence through experience. Don't work for money. Work to learn skills that will help you acquire and manage assets. Your mind is your most valuable asset or liability. If you think like a wealthy person, you'll act in ways that build wealth. If you think like a poor or middle-class person, you'll stay stuck building wealth. Finally, remember that wealth is about time. How long can you survive without working based on your assets income? A janitor with rental properties may be wealthier than a doctor with an expensive car and a big mortgage. True financial freedom comes when your passive income from investments and assets exceeds your expenses. In conclusion, Rich Dad, Poor Dad is a must-read for anyone looking to improve their financial literacy and achieve financial freedom. The book challenges conventional wisdom about money, work, and success, and provides a clear roadmap for building wealth through financial education, asset acquisition, and a shift in minds. Whether you're just starting out or looking to take your financial journey to the next level, the lessons in Rich Dad, Poor Dad can help you get there. This has been Rich Dad, Poor Dad in 100 seconds. If you want to watch the full video, check out the link below. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video.